Yeah, next closest guy here, Jason, as we're looking at the odds on the screen, I mean, Corey Connors, plus 1,600. He's been a busy dude this season. Tyrell Hatton, Fitzpatrick, Henley, Leishman, all plus 2,000. Who stands out to you in this group? Is there one dude who's a better bet than the others?
I love everything about Corey Connors this week, except for that short price, man. I was hoping for something in the low 20s, maybe even mid 20s this week. And instead we get 1,600 plus 1,600 on Corey Connors, who's still only won once on the PGA Tour. That happened a few years ago at the Valero Texas Open. And yet this setup should be perfect for him. I've heard that it may play like a US Open light. I don't mean that it's necessarily going to be that brutally difficult, but it's not about hitting 320-yard drives. This is about keeping in the fairway, and then it's a second shot golf course. I know some people might look at the yardage, 7,160 yards, and say, oh, it's a short course, so you don't need to bomb it out. It's not necessarily that. There are a lot of long par fours. Even the 2 par 5s on this golf course, the par 70, play longer. And so you're going to see players with a lot of mid to long irons into these greens. That's Corey Connors' specialty. One of the more underrated ball strikers in the world. I think he's at least top 10, maybe top 5 with those irons, except apparently he's not underrated as far as the traders at DraftKings go, because 16-1, boy, again, I love everything about him, but that number is just so short.
Yeah. Jeff followed up a T6 at the Masters, though, with the 12th place finish at the RBC Heritage.
Yeah, I mean, it's potential that, we just get Corey Connors coming in and just striping the ball all week and maybe takes this thing. But I think the main theme with the guys at plus 2,000 and under is that I would just rather avoid them and bet the guys at plus 2,500 or bigger. I just don't think there's a big difference. You're talking about guys like Gary Woodland and Paul Casey at plus 3,500 versus this group at plus 2,000. The most prolific winner of the guys at plus 2,000 is Leishman. But Leishman's also been in the worst form of them. So, you look at them, like if Henley was at plus 3,000 or better, I'd like him. If Connors was a little bit bigger, I'd like him too. But, otherwise, it's kind of just a group that I want to stay away from. As Jason said, the traders at DraftKings this week just seem to say we're not getting beat by this group of people. So they kind of put them at shorter odds. I like the setup for Henley. I like the setup for Connors because those guys can really get hot with their mid irons and long irons. But I just don't think the number's quite big enough to bet them on the outright.